focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind, on your health, yeah. You gotta work, never tell, keep your head down, find what you love and excel, yeah. Push and pull and repel any hate, go create what you want, feel compelled, yeah. And once you finally get a taste of the race, you'll never look back once you felt that. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. About others way before myself, yeah. I guess that's why I feel like I go through hell, damn. Wasting time on your dreams instead of mine, yeah. About to turn this franchise around on a dime, man. It's all about finding your right state of mind. It's all about turning the worst into fine. It's all about time and the work and the climb. From the thirst we will rise, I'm immersed in this life. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. Don't let somebody take your time and your worth, just focus on yourself first. I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. So until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see matter of fact. 'Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind, you know I'll always manifest it. just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and
Is on over here. Hi, welcome to the show. Oh boy, I am so out of it. I've been out of it for a while. Dealing with some issues with my back, and it's preventing me from doing a lot of things that I want to do, and especially this. Um, but I apologize for that, and I know I hear no need to apologize, but I do because there's nothing I can do about it. It's within me, and I can't control too much from within. I mean, I could help and try to alleviate, but it's takes a lot of time and a lot of rest and a lot of patience, and it's not easy for sure. It's very painful, especially when you have like arthritis in your spine and a lot around your body, and that pain is just it's punishing for sure. But hopefully, um, I do have some doctor's appointments lined up to figure this thing out, and hopefully we could get this corrected and get me back to where I was last year, because last year was one of my best years in a very, very, very long time, more than a decade. And I had a great time last year. This year is just as I predicted. It's going to be a bitch, and it's not going to get any better. But we try to make ourselves happy and try to make ourselves having the best year of our lives. But I already know the outcome of this year, and it's just not really good right now, and it's just not going to get any better. Um, Surprise, surprise. The reality is that the media meltdown, as you've been witnessing for yourselves, has transpired and is continuing to transpire. And you can see who's who and what's what by Tucker Carlson going over to Russia to interview Vladimir Putin. And American media is having a field day meltdown completely. All the Democrats are having abortions at this moment. I don't know. They're like, fuck, we're going crazy. Hillary Clinton going crazy. He spoke to Putin. Everybody run. He has the cooties now. Run. Like, what the fuck is going on with American media? Like, the censorship, the craziness. Like, just today, Dana White got freaking. He was on the Pat McAfee show, and sure enough, the media didn't like what he was saying about the media, and they cut the feed. They cut the feed, and they censored Dana White. And okay, fine, but how far is this problem? How deep is this problem? This problem is very deep. It goes into all the organizations that you don't know that are really controlling this country. And there's 11 organizations, and half of them are in the shadows. You don't know, and you will never know who they are. You will never know. Like, there's 11. Besides, like, you got the typical FBI, CIA, Homeland Security. Those are like 3 of them, but there's another 8 of them. And they are the ones that are really controlling the show and what's going on. And by this one person going over to this Tucker Carlson guy, he's a character. He's funny because I like the way he stirs the pot. Because everybody in the beginning was, oh, Ukraine, let's cuddle Ukraine like a baby and give them all the money and resources that they need. Russia, on the other hand, is like, what are the fuck you guys doing? Like, the problem is not us with Ukraine, it's us with NATO and pushing themselves on Ukraine to become part of NATO. That's where our problem is. But now you're trying to flip the script and try to make it just about Ukraine. It's just blows my mind. But the media is having a complete meltdown. Holy shit. I've never seen the media go this wild for one person interviewing a president of his country. And I think there should be some form of communication, line of communication, and also discussion. But the Americans don't want that. They're like, no, it's toxic, poison. Tucker Carlson is the devil. He's the worst ever. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, this is more than what meets the eye. Something else is going on, and I hope people are really fucking ready for this year, because none of you guys are ready for what's gonna happen. None of you are ready. You guys are your shit is gonna literally hit the fan. Like, literally, you're gonna take a shit, and the shit is gonna fly up and hit the fan. Oh boy. But with that said, we're gonna roll up. I already have one rolled up, but if you want to roll up and smoke with me, you're more than welcome to. And yeah, and it sucks as a psychic, medium, empath here, and the fact that I see the world the way it is. Uh, the people that are controlling this is just controlling us right to the rocks. It's like we're in a ship, right, and we're going straight for our iceberg. We're going straight for an iceberg. And the thing is that we have pre-warnings. We're being warned. There's an iceberg ahead. There's an iceberg ahead. The captain of the ship ain't listening. He's going straight for it. He doesn't care if everybody fucking dies. He doesn't care about you. He doesn't care about you looking at that laptop right now or that tablet you're looking at right now. He does not fucking give a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. And that's the problem. And our arrogancy, I think the arrogancy of the United States is what's going to be the downfall of the United States. It's too arrogant. We're number one and not focused, while our enemies are creeping through the borders every fucking day. Every day. They're going to kill us from within. They're going to kill the system from within. There's a two-step war. Either they're going to come to us or we go to them. Guess what? They're here. They're here. Look at the chaos they're starting to create. Look at New York City. I don't even want to go back to New York City. And I just went there in December. And I had a good time, but you could feel the tension there. You could feel like it was just not right. Something's just not right. And we're going to see a lot more chaos. A lot more chaos. The more I think about it, the more, I just lose hope on America. And not just America, but this is a worldwide issue. It's just not here. Because our media doesn't talk about anybody around the world. They don't give a fuck. Like, they don't give a fuck if someone just got murdered in Australia. They don't give a shit if someone just drowned in their backyard. They don't give a shit about anything. It's just, keep pushing their agenda. That's how it is. It's part of their dossier, to seek mad, delusion on everybody. They push these mad delusions. Obama is working behind the scenes to try to get Trump down, to put him down. I know this. You don't. I do. Obama's working overtime to try to get Biden reelected. Obama's not the president of the United States. Oh, his team is in office. Oh, okay. So it kind of is an extension of his presidency, you're trying to tell me. Makes sense. Because over there, I mean, fuck, I'd rather have a mannequin stand in the podium and just say nothing. And I would understand the mannequin than I would Joe Biden. I'll look at the mannequin, I'm like, Why are you clapping? That mannequin is fucking priceless. It doesn't say shit. This motherfucker over here is mumbling, what the fuck? I don't understand what he's saying. Women in America. The vanilla ice cream. Yeah, I like to be tickled on my feet. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? The weirdest shit. He's just the weirdest person I can't believe this is in office. I just cannot believe it. How it's just. But then YouTube wants to censor me because I say shit like this. So fuck you, YouTube. Let's get out the way. Say what's up to Albie, Paula. How you doing? I hope you're feeling better. It's like I took some days off to try to rejuvenate a little bit on myself, but the problem is my back is just not in a good state, and I don't know what it's going to lead to. I have a feeling what it's going to lead to. I don't want to go that road, but I might have to go down that road, and I know I'm going to regret it. I can hear it in my head. You're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. I already regret it right now. And I still haven't even done the procedure. It's going to get weird. The times are going to get weirder than what it is. And the problem is no one is really paying attention. Everyone's off doing their own little things. They're doing a lot of history stuff and talking about the past, and that's fine. But are they really focusing on what's going on right now? Because we live in the past. Like just what I just said right now, that's in the past. And this right here too, it's in the past. And those that are watching and the ones that are rewatching, well, you're watching my past. And nobody's here at the moment. Everyone's so busy and so worried. And the things that the governments around the world want you to be busy. They want you to worry. They want you to struggle. They want you to be dependent. Like, what? Like, how are you going to elevate your life from where it is right now? What are you going to do to elevate your life? Are you going to stay stuck there, and where you're at and do nothing? Because that's what you're doing. It's nothing. As much as we watch YouTube and we do all this stuff, we're not progressing. We're stuck. We're all stuck. Even me. I'm stuck. How am I'm gonna elevate out of this is the question. Like, what's my next move on the board? And I'm trying to figure out which direction to go. And our governments, and this is the biggest problem in America. The biggest problem. There's people that still don't know politics. There's people that avoid politics. They avoid it. That's the biggest mistake. That's the problem. That's the big mistake. Avoiding the problem instead of facing the problem and going at it with the problem. But no, they're stuck. We're in a confused state of mind right now. We're so confused that we think men are women and women are men. That's how confused they try to make us. That's the delusion they want us to feel. They want it to make it our reality. And it's not. It's impossible to make a man a woman or a woman a man. Like, if you want to be gay, you want to be bisexual, you want to be a lesbian, that's fine. My aunt was a lesbian. My uncle's gay. I'm gay. Like, what's the problem? What is the problem here? Because they have mental issues, and then they're trying to project that mental issue upon all of us, and then confuse all of us that men are women, and they're allowed to go into women's bathroom, taking out their big ass cock in front of people to take a piss. Like, I don't know, it's just a weird time right now that we're living in. It's like I I couldn't imagine as a little boy growing up thinking that our world will come to this point where we have Duttara as president, and we're about at any moment to break out in a mass war. And I think what UN is doing, because it's not just the US, this is the UN. They want to spark this up. They need this. They want it. They desperately want it. And I feel like people are picking their partners. In the beginning of kickball, or basketball, you get to pick your partners. Like, okay, can you join my team? And they'll pick someone, and they're like, fuck. And then you're down to like the last two, and you're like, fuck, man, but that kid sucks. But I mean, he's better than that piece of shit over there. So it's like, I don't know. You got to pick the best of the worst, and bring him onto your team. But I feel like they're waiting for Iran to do something. They're waiting for they don't want to react. They don't want to throw the first punch. That's what I'm trying to get to. Like, the United States don't want to throw the first punch. They're very hesitant. I never seen a world power in my lifetime that has been so hesitant and so, let's put it into other words, because I used to be in the military. So we could call this chicken shit. You're making the United States weaker by what you're doing. There's no true leadership in this country right now. Like, there's no true leadership. Duttara is not the leader. Duttara can't even read the teleprompter. Duttara can't even form two sentences together back to back. I think the only thing that's on his mind 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days is vanilla ice cream. I think that's all he thinks about every day is vanilla ice cream. I think that's elder abuse. I think what America is having Duttara as president, I think that's senior abuse. That has to be like elder abuse. Like, that man should be retired. That man should be laying out at the beach. Not on vacation as president laying out on the beach. No, as a civilian retired on the beach. We need a true leader. This country does not have a true leader. This country is not how it used to be. Oh my God, Reagan is fucking twirling and flipping in his fucking grave. Oh, if Reagan was alive right now. Oh Lord. I would love to freaking see him and debate fucking Biden. This fucking sucks, It sucks because, like, the options they give us is like, they give us Trump, right? I'm not looking towards the future for the next 4 years. I'm looking in the future like 8 to 12 years, 16 years from now. Okay? Trump is only able to be president for, if he does get elected, he's only going to be in office for 4 years. He does not serve. He already served 4 years as president. He only has 4 years left eligibility, unless they force their way to change the Constitution, and that's gonna be, that would be fucking crazy. But I'm looking for the next 4 years, not 2024, 2028. Who's gonna run for presidency. And I tell you right now, my vision and what I'm seeing is Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Dwayne Johnson, yes, the wrestler, the movie actor, the number one grossing actor in Hollywood that's just went back to WWE to hijack the main event of WrestleMania 40. Yeah, that dude. And the only reason why he went back to WWE, I tell you the reason why: popularity. He needs to build up his fan base back up again because he was losing steam, especially when he did that little special with Oprah and try to get donations, knowing that Oprah's a fucking billionaire, that she could fund the recovery herself. She's not putting out money like that. No, no. Oprah's taking care of Oprah. She ain't taking care of all y'all. Everyone stopped talking about Maui and what happened there and what's continuing to happen there. Everyone stopped talking about it. Out of sight, out of mind. Focus over here. Pay attention here. Don't worry about what happened over there. You know, it's so fucking crazy. And I believe that something might happen that might delay the election. They're gonna try to do something. This is all tactics. By this is all. There's gonna be a distraction, and I think that's what they're building up to. Because if there's an let's say if there's a war breaks out, World War III breaks out this year, and there's an election in November, guess what? That election does not happen. That election gets postponed. Duterte stays as president. Have you ever thought about that? No, you haven't. But if there's an executive order and if there's a state of emergency in the United States, the elections can be, and Duterte continues as president. And that's where we're gonna have major fucking issues in this country. And we don't want that. But the state, no, the country's already in an emergency. You know, it's already tanking. It's already like that's why they brought in all these migrants and they just let them in like it's a. They rolled out the red carpet. They're like, "Come on in, everyone, open borders," and they all came in from all around the world. From all around the world, people are here. It just reminds me of the locust invasion we had. Remember what happened when we had locusts? We had that invasion here in the United States, and we had shortage of food. We had shortage of corn. There was shortage of rice. There was like a lot of shortages because of the locust invasion we had, and not only here but around the world too. That's what this is. This is an invasion, and we're in trouble. You don't know it, but you're on life support. You don't know it, but at any moment, your benefits could be because there's no money. You know, they say, "Oh, how is there's no money?" Thank your congressmen. Thank those that are in the Senate and the House, all in Washington D.C. Thank them because they wasted everyone's money on bullshit. On bullshit. You know, just here, my local government here just spent, was it $1.4 million in a bathroom for a park, a bathroom and a storage area for the parks and recreation, and an outdoor bathroom. 1.4 million. Now think about that. How in the fuck a bathroom and a storage facility that's very small is worth 1.4 million. You did raped. Oh Lord, Paula. Let's see. They still trounced last year. Yeah, they will. He'll be back, but he ain't gonna be back for long. And I'm more concerned for the next cycle than I am this cycle. This cycle here is just. I don't think Biden can make it to the elections. I don't think he could be able to make it. He's going downhill every day. He's just sliding down like this, and he's just crashing. He can't talk to the point that he has a handler like his wife next to him, nudging him every time he talks because he talks like some weird shit. It's just he mumbles and you don't understand what the fuck he's saying. Nobody talks about FEMA anymore. FEMA is bankrupt. FEMA doesn't even have money. So it's like they stopped even talking about that. Where's FEMA? Where is FEMA, right? Where's FEMA at the border? Where are they? You know? That's what it is, Paula. They're creating all this chaos so he can stay as president, so they continue with their bullshit dossiers and bullshit. It's all bullshit. That's why this past 3 years has been the worst, especially like with the LGBTQ, all this LMLP. I don't know what power they're at. Multiply, divide them, and continue multiplying them into infinity. At this point, they brought that 1% up and try to make that an issue. It was never an issue before, and how come now all of a sudden we have to be put on a pedestal and then paraded around and given a whole month to do this? It kind of reminds me of this fucking EV shit, because there's only like EV sales is only 1% of the demographic here in the United States owns an EV, 1%. But yet they want to push this 1% to be the majority. I don't fucking get it. Those vehicles do not work up here in the Northeast. In the cold, forget about it. You know how long it charges, like how long it takes to charge your vehicle? Like it's not feasible. It's not reliable. It's only going to cause more chaos and panic. Like, I just don't get it. That's what they want. They push the fucking craziness on us, and then they try to make us crazy too. And I'm not falling for that pit. That's why I don't associate with that group, the LGBTQ. I don't associate with them. I don't give a fuck about them. They could jump off the cliff. I'm not going after them. Matter of fact, I'll probably throw rocks at them on the way down. Let's see. Oh, I know. I know about the presidency and wars, and I know their tactics, Paula. It's not new. They try to do the same shit in the '60s. Don't get it twisted. This is not new. This is like it's a repeat of history. It's repeat. It's so much repeated that this is the third repeat, and it's going to continue to do it until the people start realizing that they're stuck. It seems like a skipping record. It's like psh, 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 and it just keeps going on and on and on and on and on. And in reality, people think that they're so smart. and they're not. They're stuck. They're stuck on this freaking system. And there's no way they could get out because they're trapped here. You know why? Because they were born here. As soon as you're born, you're given numbers. You're given a number, identification. You're given a birth certificate. They give you a social security number. Social security and numbers. It's all right there. You might as well tattoo it on your head. Those are your numbers until the day you die. And then when you die, they'll wait some time and they'll give those same numbers to somebody else. You're just a number. You're part of the herd. As weak as you want to be, and that's great, you're stuck in the same pen. Because we all are on the same ship. And we're all going down with this ship. Yes, there's lifeboats on the ship. Great. You can survive on the lifeboat. But you're only going to live until a certain time until you expire. You're not here forever. And they know this. The governments know this. That's why they're looking towards the future and not looking at the present. They don't care about you now. They don't care about this generation or generation, whatever the fuck they're at this point. I love how they put people in categories. Everyone is a category. The fuck is this? Jeopardy? Like, I don't fucking get it, man. It's just weird times, and the censorship on YouTube is extremely crazy. It's going crazy. You can't say certain things on YouTube because automatically they're striking you. They're taking down your videos. It's been proven how many times my videos have been taken down. I won't be surprised if this one gets taken down because I said da 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 for the stupid idiot that's running this country. I always said war needs to come here, and it's already here. It's the when it's gonna start, when it's gonna they're putting it in people's head already. Civil war, oh, civil war. If they really knew the truth behind civil war, we wouldn't be using those words. We wouldn't be using those words at all. Why does it have to be civil? Like, what happened to love thy neighbor? No, kill your neighbor. Like, what? Yeah, your neighbor's a piece of shit. Like, tell them to go fuck themselves. Okay, but how are we going to work together to live in peace together? No peace. What do you mean peace? There's no such thing as peace. Like, that's what they want you to think. They want you to hate. They want you to feed the anger, feed the hate. Ruffle the feathers. It's like, I don't know. Government sucks, but we live in it and we have to pay attention to it. And that's, I think, the biggest problem with society. They don't pay attention. They can't pay attention. They can't concentrate. They're just all over the place. And that's what the system has done to the people. They closed down the mental institutes and just released the patients out to society. And then this is what we have today. We have a da-da-da president. Everything's all about pride. It's all about the 1%. And the thing is that this is being done by design. This is not just happening because it's just happening. No, this already been premeditated. You know, things are going on right now behind the scenes that if you were to know the truth, they will have to kill you. Yeah, you kind of could say that society has been hijacked. Our minds have been hijacked, and they're pushing their narratives, their selfish narratives. But then I'm the crazy one. I'm the one that needs help. I'm the one that has problems. You know, I tell you right now, if I'm the one that has the problem, bitch, you better look at the motherfucking mirror before you come talking to me about fucking problems. Go look at yourself in the mirror. Don't start this bullshit. So, yeah. But even calling it that is just the problem is that they want to give everything a title. They want to put a title to everything. You know, they want to like everything has to be titled and censored to their liking. You know, you think you're born in America, you know, you're free supposedly, right? Because they say you're in the land of the free, home of the brave. I don't know, because there ain't nothing free here. There ain't nothing free. You gotta pay rent. You gotta pay light. You gotta buy your food. If you have a car, you have to do maintenance. You have to pay taxes. Here, you have to pay taxes on your car. Even though the car's paid off, you still got to motherfucking pay taxes on it. You got to put gas. You know, if you have to buy parts, it's all a chain reaction. Yeah. Thank you, train. They keep you having to be dependent. You have to bust your ass. You have to be busy so that way you're not focusing on the dirty work that they're doing. Right in front of us. It's not even behind our backs anymore. They're doing it right in front of you. Right in front of you. And guess what? Nobody's done nothing. Where's the Million Man March in Washington to remove Biden out of office? We could make it 2 million man march. And men is in women and men. Men, human march. Where's the uprising? No, there isn't. You know why? They keep you busy. They keep everybody's mind controlled. What's the biggest event that's happening this weekend? The biggest mindfuck of all time. The Super Bowl! Yay! I will not be watching it. I will not be watching it. I'm not feeding into the propaganda holiday. You know, it's just, I don't care for it. I don't care. You know, the governments have big, big money put into that. You know, and these commercials, they're paying upon millions of dollars just for 30 seconds. Just to run an ad for 30 seconds. It's going to cost you an arm and a leg. that they could turn around and not advertise anything and give that money to, let's say, veterans in need. How about all these veterans that are in need, and yet, no, let's not help them. Let's create a credit card system and give it to all the migrants that are coming here to the United States. Here's more stuff. First of all, how the fuck did these people come from all the way down from South America, from all around the world? They had to get in through Ecuador because they don't have you don't need to apply for visas there. You know what I mean? You could come in from any part of the world and not need a visa. You just walk on in and find your way up. And who paid for all these people to come into the United States? You know, this is something that no one is caring or talking about. Nobody's talking about it. Everyone's so distracted. I've never in my life seen so many sleeping sheeps. The sheeple. There's all these people are a bunch of sheeps, and they're just asleep. I'm like, when I was going through what I went through, and I was dying, and they brought me back to life because my heart stopped. Was that the disconnect that I had? Because I'm seeing everything from the side, like from the outside in, and I'm thinking, did I like disconnected from the system? Am I dead and I'm still alive at the same time? And witnessing everything and seeing everything and nobody's picking it up? How can they be two sides if that's not United States? How is that united if you have two sides and they're both hating each other to the max? And then they have to give it a color: red, blue. Like, what type of Matrix shit is this? Like, I seriously believe that, like, when I died and was brought back to life and I was in a coma for a very long time and woke up from my coma, and then I'm like, what the fuck am I, like, what? I even had a fight with my parents and my family in my room. Police and everything had to be called. Like, literally, chairs were being flown and everything in my room. I got disconnected. Like, I had fucking strange ass motherfucking people in my room that I'd never seen in my life. And they're like, oh yeah, these are family members. Family members. I'm motherfucking in my 30s. I've never seen these motherfuckers not even one day of my life. Why are they here on my deathbed? You know? And to this day, I still do not talk to my parents because of that. They'll find this channel, they'll realize, and they'll watch. You know, in the future, I already told my partner, listen, if I die, give them the channel and let them watch everything. And they're gonna be so punished because I did so many fucking thousands of hours of shows. Have fun watching. That's all the time that you missed with me. Damn, Rick just dropped that shit like he dropped his phone on the floor. Like that. Because I don't care anymore. Technology, phones, all this is all affordable. This is nothing, that's not a big deal. It's the deal that is all distracting. You know? It's just, we're not going to progress. And they know this. They know it. Just the other day, Mark Zuckerberg, they had the fucking owners of Discord also there, and Congress, and they were fucking hammering fucking Zuckerberg. They went after his ass, and his ass must have been open 5 times, like, than normal. That's how bad he got fucked over in Congress. But you think there's any change or anything that's going to be happening? No. I believe it was just a waste of money. Waste of fucking money. But I won't be doing too many. This month I'm gonna take it easy. I'm not gonna be doing too many shows. I might do a show here and there in case news breaks out on certain topics that I'm invested in, especially when it comes to this bullshit war and yeah, things that are going on in government that no one watches. Yeah, that's where I invest my time. I'm trying to like keep that eye on what they're doing, and if you were to listen to what I listen to and know what I know, you would be highly disappointed. Highly disappointed. And the fact that they play this Mandela effect. They love the Mandela effect. They like to fool people and trick people and manipulate people's minds. Even to this day, they continue to do it. If people was to go back 20 years ago and go look up a Biden in the Senate and him talking about cocaine and talking about a rock of cocaine, your possession of what was it, a gram he was talking about or something, that it should be punishable 5 years in jail and hefty fines. I'm like, it's funny that you talk about cocaine. Y'all know where I'm going with this. Hunter Biden, the infamous Hunter. Hmm. I wonder how much rocks he has. And how come he hasn't been caught? You know why? They supply it to him. The government supplies Hunter Biden. How did that cocaine get into the United States? What happened to the war on drugs? Did they give up that war? That's another war lost? How many wars are you going to start and lose and then still claim you're number one? Yeah. As I'm smoking my marijuana, I don't smoke marijuana. I'm not a cokehead. You know, I'm pretty sure cocaine has got into my system one way or another. But Hunter Biden's case and the fact that the laptop that's never going to be talked about or brought up, they'll talk about it, they'll bring it up, but then they don't get into details and all the stuff, the dealings and all the information in that laptop. You know how much information that was on the laptop and they're not saying shit? Oh, why? Oh, because his daddy is president. That's why. Fuck, man. Fucking Biden was trying to put, and not only that, but he is so against the black people. Oh, Biden is such a fucking hypocrite. Such a hypocrite. He wanted to put them in jail and keep them in jail, and now he wants to play the good guy. Okay, if you want to play the good guy, how come they're still in jail and you're president? How come people still get put into jail for minor violations on drugs when it comes to marijuana? Oh no, yeah, it happened to Liv Morgan, WWE wrestler, just recently, about a month or two ago, where she had not much. She had there was a vape pen and maybe some paraphernalia of marijuana, and she had to. She was in jail for about 4 hours. She bonded out, but they dismissed the case, so they wiped it clean from her records. But if that was someone else, let's say a black person, or even me, because what's the difference between black and my color? I'm not black, but I'm dark skinned. Both of my parents are light skinned, and I came out dark. That's because I have Indian in my system, in my and within my genes. It's called Taino, and that goes back to where? Africa, Western Africa. I don't need to do 23andMe. I don't need to do ancestry. I don't need to do all that stuff. All I have to do is look in the mirror. And I know where I came from and what's my background. I don't need them to harvest my pretty much my genes and put it on a screen so you can see where you're from. Like, you know what they do with those that information? If you only knew what they did with that information and the trading of that information behind doors, behind your back, they say, no, 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 it's safe here, it's safe. Oh, in today's news, 23andMe has been hacked and about 20 million profiles has been hacked and taken. Mm-hmm. Right. What happened to all that security and it's safe here? Now they got all your pretty much your DNA, and all they need is the genome code, your code, and they could do whatever and manipulate whatever they want. Shit, they could develop another you and replace you. They get rid of this old bitch. She's not productive. Let's start another one. Uh, he is a hypocrite, Paula. My phone's just going crazy. They need to relax. Phone needs to relax because I'm about to kick you out. There's a lot of shows going live. That's why. Tornado warnings for Wisconsin. Okay. Tucker Carlson. I'm getting a lot of reports on Tucker Carlson. Uh, let's see. What's on the news? Wow. How the fuck do you how okay, this is getting stupid now. I feel like they do this on purpose. I think we're being already fucked around on purpose. Two planes collided on a tarmac at Logan Airport, where the airport that I fly out of, Boston. Two planes bumped into each other. Now, how the fuck is there not distancing between planes, and how the fuck are they not paying attention? It makes you like feel like Paula, how she feels about flying. Fuck no. I can already feel her energy. She's like, fuck that shit. Oh, great. Listoria, that's another recall. Includes 58 cheese, yogurt, and sour cream dairy products after deadly outbreak. the Listra, I think it's called. I, there's been so much recalls on stuff, and like, how are they not protecting and not properly securing, and like, don't that that's supposed to be going through a system, and they're supposed to be checking these products before they even make it to the shelves. You know what I mean? And how in the hell that they're not doing that part of making food safe? Like, what happened to food safety? They don't care anymore. You know what I mean? They get away with shit. Money talks, bullshit walks. You know what I mean? You get an inspector comes over here, you can give them a little, here's some money, have a great holidays, and they look and they're like, okay, yeah, they could pass. And you get people that work in these like fields, and of course they're immigrants. So what do the immigrants do out there in the fields that they have to work pretty much all day, slavery work, to get pennies to the dollar? And where do they go to the bathroom when they're out there? Oh, they piss and shit on our products, pretty much. And that's why people get sick. That's the damn truth. And you have more immigrants here to take over the immigrants that are there now. You know, it's a full cycle. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. But this is and you think, yeah, airplanes are a piece of shit, and so are cruise ships. You got a Carnival cruise ship hosting a music festival at sea hits a Jamaican pier, leaving passengers stuck on land. They can't move the ship because the ship is damaged. So now all those passengers are stuck in Jamaica. Oh boy. But I'm gonna put this one up because I like this one. I know, right, Paula? It is on purpose. But I love this comment. This is gonna be the comment of the night. Um oh, and also we have a problem here. And I think there's a problem in Connecticut. The biggest problem, there's a marijuana shortage in Connecticut. They cannot keep up with demand, and the products that they're putting out in the stores is like pretty much garbage. And they need more growth, as far as like they need growers, they need more um established, to grow, be able to grow and produce enough to provide to the state. Um, that's a big feat. That's a big. I mean, if I had the money like that, I would probably would have invested in buying to grow and mass produce to the state and be able to um have medicine for people. You know, but that's an adventure that I would have to do with partners. I wouldn't be able to do that on my own. I would need, and I do have wealthy friends, so don't get it twisted. It's just getting a group together and putting the money together and then making it happen. Um, and I'm sure there's incentives um, for that, to be able to do that. So, but there's another thing that I wanted to do, but I'm not gonna mention it on here. But something that I wanted to do, and it has to do with recycling. Um, but it's a thing that I wanted to do. No one's doing it, and I think if I do it, I'll be an instant millionaire. You know what I mean? It's an instant millionaire idea. I'm just not gonna toss it out there. I mean, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not selfish, but I'm not stupid neither. So something that I have in mind. I don't have the energy or the strength to do it like that. I do have the knowledge to put it together and propose it and get the capital needed to fund the project. And I think it will be something that can make me an instant millionaire. Now, would I want that money and responsibility? Not really. Not really. I rather live the way I'm living right now. I'm comfortable. You know what I mean? And the reason why I say that is because more money means more problems, and you will run into more problems. And it's just, you know, it's like caution in what you wish for and what you want. And if you could really handle it, you know, just put yourself in that pedestal and put yourself in that position. More money, yeah, that'd be great, but at the end of the day, it does brings more responsibility. And yeah, you can live at peace and all that, and you have all that money, and you're great, right? Because you're going to be getting money every year, and it's going to be beautiful. But you're only here for a short time. You're not here forever. You can't enjoy that forever. You can enjoy that money until the day you die, and then someone else is going to take over and take that money. Because last time I checked, you don't take anything with you when you die. Everything you see here, I can't take this with me. Nothing. Not even this joint that I'm smoking, I can't take with me. I can't. So, you know what I mean? It's like, be careful what you wish for, and only do what you feel that you could be comfortable. You know what I mean? If you want to be a millionaire, be a millionaire. I have a lot of friends that are millionaires. It's like, do I want to put myself in that category and have more responsibilities and more pressures? Like, do I want that? Not really. You know what I mean? So it's like, always think about it. Even if you win the lottery, let's say right now, if I go play a scratch off, right? Oh, $20 million. But after taxes and after they take their cut, I'm only going to walk out with maybe 7 million, like 7 or 8 million. And then that's taxable too every year because you put into the millionaires bracket, and they're going to tax the fuck out of that money. Unless you put your money to work and you put into the market and you invest wisely and you can live off the investments, then yeah. But remember what I told you, more responsibility. Because then that's going to make you have to do more things and make more phone calls and interact with more people. Like, do you really want that? If you do, then go for it. You know what I mean? But for me, I'm like, oh, fuck. Can I just put all the money down on red? Put in a roulette table. It's like, I don't know. It's like, it's, if you can handle being a millionaire, then go for it. But if you know you can't handle it, and the problem is that if you do become a millionaire and you don't want the responsibilities of becoming a millionaire, then that's where anxiety kicks in, and people get depressed and people off themselves even as millionaires. It's crazy. It's a lot of money. I have a lot of ideas that can make people lots of money, lots and lots and lots of money. You know, I wouldn't mind sharing it. If someone came up to me that was actually serious about it, and they're like, "I'll pay you this amount for your idea. What you have in mind?" They cut me a percentage of their business of the business. Then yeah, I give them my idea. I tell you right now, it's gonna make them a lot of money. A lot of money. I just don't want, you know, I don't want much. I don't want a lot. You know what I mean? I've dealt with a lot of money before, and that's personal stories, but it's just, it comes with a lot of responsibilities, you know. Yeah, you need a tax expert and you need an attorney. You need more than one attorney. You need a few attorneys and a couple of tax people, and but that's all responsibilities, you see what I mean? Then you have to interact with more people, talk, have meetings, discuss about what's going on. If you want that responsibility, I wish it on you. Go for it, man. Become a millionaire, become wealthy, but remember this: more money equals more problems. And yeah, they can be good problems, but there is a lot of negative problems also. So be careful what you wish for. Just do what you can handle, you know? And if you can handle becoming a millionaire, oh, I shit, go for it, Shit, more power to you. Like I said, I have great ideas that will make people millionaires. I'm not just gonna give away my ideas for free. Yeah, I tell my friend this idea, he flip crazy. He'll be like, "Holy shit, hell yeah!" And he'll get partners and he'll jump on it. But I'm not there with I don't want more. You know what I mean? I don't need more. There's people that are greedy that want more. you know, there's people that if they're not making over $1 million a day, they're not satisfied. You got your Elon Musks, you have your Mark Zuckerbergs out there that are just super greedy, super, like, but they're doing it. But look at what they have to go through in their lives and the responsibilities that they have. They always have to report to Congress. Like, what? Like, you're being called into Congress. Like, go watch that. Go watch the Mark Zuckerberg Congress. Him at Congress with Discord, and who else was there? It was Discord. Um, I think it was I think I don't think Elon was there. Um, but I know Mark Zuckerberg was there, and they ripped his asshole apart. Holy shit! To the fact that he had to turn around and apologize to the families that were there because Facebook slash whatever it's called, Meta, was very harmful and killed a lot of innocent individuals. Um, and a lot of those families were there, and a lot was said. But you think anything's gonna change or get better after that? No, not really. YouTube has problems. Yeah, I know. Gentiles. It's so true though, Ryan. It's like YouTube YouTube back like in the beginning, oh man, it was amazing. Oh, it was such a great place. I mean, it was better than MySpace. Remember MySpace? Like, it was much better than MySpace. And all of a sudden, it just like I think when Facebook started their shit too, in the beginning, I knew from the very fucking beginning that it was going to be a problem. Facebook was going to be a problem from the very beginning. Like, I knew something was not right with Facebook. And I still remember this day, to this day, like how I felt about Facebook. Not good. So I'm going to continue here for another 13 minutes so that we'll keep the show an hour and a half. My back is like, I'm doing okay. I took medication. My back is it's a little bit under control. The problem is that I don't want to sit down here for too long because then I'm gonna regret it later. I can hear the voice in my head. You're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it. I'm like, fuck. But another 12 more minutes and I'll be done. Hopefully, once I see my doctors, we'll make a decision what we're gonna do. I'm gonna fight them. And I really don't want surgery. I have a feeling it's gonna get there to one point. They're gonna be like, either this is a repeat cycle, and they're gonna want to do surgery, and I have a bad feeling that it's gonna be a repeated surgeries that's gonna need more than about 3 or 4 surgeries to repair, and that's just way too many times. And it's what's the benefit that I'm gonna get off of it? You know what I mean? If I just stay with the suffering, like how is that gonna be more helpful? Yeah, they'll put all this metal inside of me, more metal, and more shit inside of me. Pretty much RoboCop. It's like I don't want to be RoboCop, but all it's gonna do is gonna amplify my antenna, my energies, and make me more clairvoyant than I am. Like, just the amount of metal that I have now is more than enough. I'm intercepting messages left and right, and I'm seeing things like it's just so weird. Imagine having more metal inside of you. It's like, you know, it's scary for me because I already went through a major surgery. That required a 2-level fusion with 6 screws and 6 bolts, and a whole bracket and 2 freaking discs, titanium steel inside of me. Like, that's all in my throat. And I don't want to continue doing. I mean, if it's a have to, then I'm going to have to really, 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 really think about it. But I already know the outcome and what's going to happen. It's going to be it's a never ending story. So, do I want to go through the never ending story or do I just want to continue suffering? That's the decision that I got to make. Oh, man, I'm done with my joint. But yeah, I just hope everyone has a good Thursday. I hope your week was pretty okay. Tomorrow will be Friday. I'm not sure if I'll come on. If I do, it'll probably be in the daytime, not in the night. It'll probably be like a daytime thing. I'll try to maybe get Maggie to join me, and we could do a show or something. It's like Rick and Maggie. Trust me, I'm gonna try to get her on here at least once a week, so she will be our treat. And what a great treat she is because she's so good-hearted, magical, good people. It's just when you come across someone really good, and you can feel that energy, and it's just pure happiness, pure, like, they it's it's a great feeling, and this year I'm really looking forward to it, even though as much negative that it's bringing. I'm trying to make it the best of my life. And that's why I'm really trying to push back on surgery for my back. I really don't want to do it because I do have things that I want to do before if I do anything like that, because I know that's going to put me out for a good amount of time. Back surgery and the recuperation of it, the therapy of it, shit, it took me more than 2 years and ongoing with my neck that I still dealing with problems with my neck. So that's why I'm very tentative about making any rapid decisions on my back. And eventually it's gonna have to happen, but I would really like to push it back a little bit, and hopefully my back could be more cooperative with me, and let me pursue what I want to do this year, and hopefully it'll grant me, it'll listen to me and let me have a good year this year like it did last year. um but it has not been good. This week has been one of the worst. It's bring me back to how I was a few years back, and I was in a really dark place, with pain, and it was really fucking with my head. And it got to that point this week, and that's why I was off a few days. Um, Today, like I said, I took some medication and I rested a lot, so it's a little bit more tolerable. But I don't want to push the issue on neither. I don't want to put too much pressure, because by sitting here, I'm putting a lot of pressure on my back, and it's just not good. And plus, last night I put a heating pad, icy hot, extreme. It's called. It's not giving them a plug, and they're not paying me for this, but I put that patch on last night, and at first I put the spray on. This is the funny part. I put the spray on at the store. I'm so bad. I was in so much pain. I was like, fuck, I don't give a fuck. Put that spray on my back. So it's a kind of one of those dry sprays. But when it initially hit me, that shit was fucking like the Arctic cold. It was so fucking cold that like I felt some of my vertebrae twisted from the reaction of me like, oh motherfucker, that was cold, you know? And after like a minute, I started getting like feeling goosebumps around my body. And then my back was starting to feel weird. Like I guess it was penetrating into my skin, into that area. And then it made it a little bit more tolerable to get around that store. Oh, fucking Walmart. Oh, but I did had to put some spray on the store. That's the fucking crazy part. And I actually ended up buying the spray. So I have it there. I just, the punishment of spraying myself with that, I have to have someone else do it. And then I have to be ready for it, because that shit is fucking cold when it goes on. And I hate that part. I wish it was warm when it hits the skin instead of being so fucking ice cold. And then same goes with the patches. Last night I put on a patch, and I hit the area where it was hurting me. And the only thing with those patches is you cannot sleep on your side with those patches. You have to sleep on your back. So the patch stays like between the bed and your body. It stays flush, and it doesn't move, and it doesn't peel off. Because I sleep on my side, and when I initially started sleeping, I laid on my back so the medicine could stay on. So I slept like that, and it was really helpful. But then I turned over And when I did that, it started peeling off my back, and then it flipped over, and it just wasn't attached properly. It just didn't stick and doesn't stick properly. And that's always been a concern of mine with buying these stupid patches. It's like, you buy these patches, you want them to at least fucking stay on your body while you have them on, and they need patches for side sleepers, so that way, you can sleep on your side, but still not worry about the patch fucking flopping over and you losing out on the medicine. It defeats the purpose. But I could go on and on and on with this shit and all different types of medicines. But I tell you one thing, that patch did help me last night. The icy hot, it was mostly a warm pack. It was just only cold when it was applied, but it was a warm pack. It's not the icy, the cold is supposed to be warm, but initially it tells you it's going to be cold, but it'll warm up, and it really did help. It really did help last night. So um, I might do a repeat cycle tonight with it, and then hopefully it's good enough that I could do a show tomorrow morning. I want to be able to come on and maybe have Maggie on here, and not only Maggie but whoever in the morning that wants to come through too. Because it's for everyone. Tomorrow it's going to be more like come on in, join the Rick and Maggie show. Mm. That shit burns. Oh no, Paulo. I have a tens unit. That shit doesn't work for me. The only thing it does is like it electrocutes me. I hate it. It zaps me. Like it's like because it's like it sticks to the skin, but if it comes off a little bit, it zaps you, and I hate that feeling. But I'm gonna get there's a belt that you use for those tens unit. I'm gonna get a different tens unit though, because this one here, it's not the one that I because it's alright, but it's not good. It's not the greatest, and I want the electrodes to be more sticky, so that way when yeah, you could use it multiple times, but I want it to be sticky enough that it sticks onto the skin and not like loosen up. Because once it loosens up, that's where it fucking shocks you. And yeah. Oh damn, Ryan, that's fucked up. You see, you got metal in your mouth. Ugh, that sucks. That really sucks. Damn, it sucks that it fucking broke your jaw. Well, hopefully they didn't break it, but hopefully, well, it did break because he put metal on it. So, ugh, damn. I hate pain. Everyone should hate pain too. If you want to focus in your pain, and relieve your pain, you have to do something about it. Just don't let it linger. Be proactive, because if not, it will fuck with your mind. And it's like sucker punched, motherfuckers, motherfuckers. You want to put something on them? You want them to break a leg? We're gonna play with the dark side of magic, revenge magic. No, we're not gonna do that. But we can. We could say, you know what? Because I have that capabilities. That's the reality of what I do. Like I could do good and I could do so much bad if I wanted to. You know, I try to focus on the good, and help people with the good. But holy shit, that revenge, that energy, it's such a strong energy too. Holy moly. Broke down the middle. Ugh. Damn, man. That sucks. Well, I hope you're feeling better, but damn, man, that sucks. Mm-mm. especially if they have to like wire your mouth shut. Ugh, that would be the worst. Ugh, that's the worst. That you gotta eat from a straw, and it has to be like smoothie types of shit, and you can't really eat. You gotta like baby food type of shit. Oh man, talking about losing weight, you'll lose weight super fast if you wire your mouth shut, and it's not recommended for diet purposes. You know, there's people that have to have their mouths shut, like for cases like Ryan, where broken jaw or major surgery they had to do. Um, then it requires them to wire your mouth shut. Oh, that sucks, man. It was almost 10 years ago. Wow, wow. I'm not even ask for the story because that was a sucker punch, But everything that transpired, I'm pretty sure you remembered that day. Like I could feel it. So we could talk about a future show if you want about it, but because now I'm feeling the pain in my fucking head. Like I feel like I got punched. Oh fuck. Oh, you see what I mean? Fuck Ryan. Mm-mm. Ryan, you're making me want to extend the show, and you're making me want to roll another joint, but I really can't. I really gotta get off of here and lay on. But thanks for sharing that. That's fucking sucks. But I hope you're feeling better now. And the fact that you have metal, you joined the antenna club here. Um, you could be a member. That's fucking sucks, man. But I want to thank everybody that came through in the chat today. Truly appreciate you guys so much. I'm gonna wrap up the show so that way I can rest and try to be on here back tomorrow in the morning. Be Friday with Maggie. That would be a good way to end out the week. I'm gonna write to her and say, hey, let's do a show in the morning. She's such a sweetheart. You don't understand. Like, if I lived near her, she would be my best friend. I mean, she would literally be my best friend. Like, I would go knitting with her. I would love to learn knitting, like how to knit. I've never learned. I have carpal tunnel, so it's pretty hard with my hands to do things. But I always wanted to crochet, and learn how to crochet. Like my mother knows how to do it, and she made me this blanket here. You see this blanket? That's crocheted, and she made that. And she it's multicolored too. It's two colors. It's a navy blue and a light brown. And she did a big ass blanket. This blanket's huge. It covers my whole chair. And I have two of them. She made me two of them. There's a third one I requested. I haven't gotten it yet. But it's a fucking big ass blanket. I want to learn how to do it. Like I want to, you know, put and learn how to like the ways of doing it and then just doing it. Cause I'd be here in my fucking house and that's a good form of meditating when you're crocheting. It's like you're putting your mind into it and you're making these patterns and you're just really focusing and it's just really about concentrating. And I would like to learn. I mean, to make some basic um, stuff. It'll be nice. But I'm gonna wrap it up now. Thank you everyone for watching. I truly appreciate it. Super paranoid for years after that. I would be too. I gotta drive from work. It's cool. Antenna club. Yeah, you're in the antenna club for sure, brother. You're part of my club for sure. And I love you too, Paula, and everyone here. Continue having a good day, a good morning, and a good night. And I'll catch everybody on the flip side. And tomorrow morning, just keep a lookout because I will be on here and probably for like an hour. And I would like to have Maggie on with me. So she'll watch this in the morning and she'll see it's like an hour and 37, 38 minutes. And I'll try to get her on here. With that said, have a good night. Peace.